Most people will stay average forever, not because they are stupid, not because they have no potential, but because they keep waiting for the right feeling before they take action. They wait until they feel motivated. They wait until life gets easier. They wait until they have more time, more energy, more confidence, more money. But that moment never comes. And while they wait, their life quietly stays the same. The brutal truth is this: average people do not fail because they dream too small. They fail because they negotiate with themselves every single day. They say they want to get in shape, but when it is time to train, they do not feel like it. They say they want more money, but when it is time to learn a skill, they scroll instead. They say they want a better life, but when discomfort appears, they choose comfort. And comfort is dangerous, because comfort does not destroy you in one day. It destroys you slowly. One skipped workout, one wasted evening, one broken promise, one excuse at a time. This is how people stay average, not through one huge failure, but through hundreds of small choices that look harmless in the moment. The problem is not that people do not know what to do. Most people already know. They know they should train. They know they should sleep better. They know they should stop wasting hours on their phone. They know they should build skills. They know they should eat better. Knowledge is not the problem. Execution is. The difference between average people and disciplined people is not that disciplined people always feel motivated. They do not. They also get tired. They also have bad days. They also want to quit. But they do the work anyway because they understand something most people never accept. Your feelings are not in charge. If you only work when you feel ready, you will never become consistent. And if you never become consistent, you will never become exceptional. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is a system. Motivation says, do it when you feel like it. Discipline says, do it because this is who you are now. That identity shift is everything. A person who says, I am trying to get fit, will quit when it gets hard. A person who says, I train, has already made the decision. There is nothing to debate. This is why identity is more powerful than motivation. You do not rise to your goals. You fall to your standards. If your standard is comfort, you will stay average. If your standard is discipline, you will slowly become dangerous, not overnight, not in 1 week, but through repetition. Every time you do what you said you would do, you build trust with yourself. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you destroy it. And once a person stops trusting themselves, everything becomes harder. They start another plan, but deep down they know they will quit. They make another promise, but they do not believe it. They set another goal, but their own mind does not take them seriously. That is the real cost of inconsistency. It is not just lost time, it is lost self-respect. This is why most people stay average forever. They keep choosing short-term comfort over long-term respect. They avoid discomfort, then wonder why nothing changes. But the people who escape average do the opposite. They make boredom their weapon. They repeat the basics. They train when nobody cares. They work when nobody is watching. They improve when there is no applause. They understand that success is usually not exciting. It is boring. It is repetitive. It is doing the simple things long enough for them to compound. One workout will not change your body. One focused hour will not change your career. One good decision will not change your life. But repeated for months and years, they become almost unstoppable. The average person looks for intensity. The disciplined person builds consistency. And consistency beats intensity because intensity disappears. You can be obsessed for 1 week. Anyone can do that. But can you show up for 6 months when progress is slow? Can you keep going when nobody notices? Can you do the work when your mood is low? That is where average ends. Most people do not need a better plan. They need fewer excuses. They need to stop treating discomfort like a warning sign. Discomfort is not always a signal to stop. Sometimes it is the entrance fee. The gym is uncomfortable. Learning is uncomfortable. Being bad at something is uncomfortable. Waking up early is uncomfortable. Saying no is uncomfortable. Starting over is uncomfortable. But staying the same has a cost too. And most people do not feel that cost until years have passed. Then one day, they look around and realize their life is the result of everything they kept postponing. That is the quiet tragedy of average. It does not look dramatic. It looks normal. It looks like scrolling at night, skipping the hard thing, waiting for Monday, making plans, and not following them, starting over again and again. But the way out is simple, not easy, simple. Pick one standard,